It's Dub Life, every Sunday afternoon. It's Dub Life, Natalie and Kaya too. If you ride the horse, hey, make sure you squeeze it tight. It's Dub Life tonight.
Safety.
Hey friends, welcome to a brand new episode of Life with the Dubs. Hope you're doing well. Hope your May, your spring, you're kind of pushing its way into summer is going well. We're doing well. We're winding down the school year. It is a lunchtime on a Thursday as I'm filming this, and the kiddo has a couple more weeks of school left. And we are coming up on MomoCon and summer and all the things that happen to that. The neighborhood pool's going to open up, which is always fun. So things are going well on our end. I don't know if I updated you this, but Kai was trying out for the varsity high school color guard team. She was in winter guard, if you've been following along over the last few months, at the cadet level, which is the lower level, and she tried out for the high school team, and she made it. And so congratulations to Kaya. We are very proud of her, very happy she made it. That means she'll be performing at half times of the varsity football games, as well as other competitions they have. So coming up in the fall. So that means Friday nights are going to be busy for me. Most of my life, I've been at football games on Friday nights. So I'm kind of excited to get back to doing that and going to support Kaya and all that stuff. So many congratulations to Kaya. We're really proud of her. She's also doing well. She's got testing exams. She's doing really well on all of that. Now let's talk about this week's episode. See, it's just me and a bunch of boxes right now. And like we've talked about, I'm trying to keep things better organized, better up to date. And so when things come in, I don't want to let them sit for too long and get them up on the shelves. So we're going to look at some of this stuff. But also, Victoria's coming to visit this weekend, so we'll see her. She's going to bring Rose. Rufus, he is getting groomed right now. He's kind of getting his summer haircut, getting a nice bath, getting pampered. He's at the spa. Getting taken care of, so we'll see him in a little bit. We do have a pup box for him we're going to give to him, maybe tonight. But we'll see him with his fresh cut when he gets home later on. We're going to go potentially to Plastic Empire again this week. The voice of Rock Lee from Naruto is there. I think Tiffany would like to go. Kai's a little under the weather, so we'll see how she's feeling. We have Kaya's talent show Saturday night, and then we are going to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3 on Sunday. So a lot of family stuff in the latter half of the episode. To begin with, though, I've got a bunch of toys here I've got to unbox and show you, and just some boxes that have come in from some friends. So that's where we're going to kick this episode off. I got iced coffee from the lunch break. I do have a couple pieces of art. So my friend Dan Doherty, who you've seen many times over the channel, Beardo Comics, like your beard, Beardo, at Beardo Comics on Instagram. He has a Patreon where if you subscribe to his Patreon, you get original art once a month. I have lots of it I've shown you. I've been going through this series of like cartoons I watched as a kid, Villains. And so I have two more pieces of art I thought I'd show you because they're pretty deep cuts. This is the villain from Mighty Mouse. I think his name is like Baron von Greenback. I don't even remember. And then this is the villain from the animated Gummy Bears show. I can't remember his name at all. I just remember the way he looked. So both of those will go in the area of villains that we have. The animated Gummy Bear show, I loved. Fantasy show. They were kind of wizards and swords and such, but as gummy bears. And they had the secret of gummy berry juice, which is a little suspect as an adult when you think about it. It was probably some sort of drug. But I remember watching that with my older sister, Kimberly, and I learned as an adult that she hated that show. Like, she was always upset when mom and dad made her watch that show with me because I guess it was pretty kiddie. I don't know. I may still hold up. I don't know. But those are two deep cut villains that I've had come in. We've got 4 packages to open. And then these are toys that have already come in or things I've got out of the garage or whatever. We have an order from Ish at the Mythic Legions group. If you're not aware, as you're watching it, it's already happened. It's All-Stars 6 voting coming up for us in a week. But you're watching this still in May. Legion builders are $10 off at most authorized retailers. So I got them from Ish. Places like Big Bad Toy Store have them. Lots of those different online. Go to Source Horseman. You can look at authorized retailers. Or just look at Big Bad if that's what you prefer. But they're down to $34.99. which is as cheap as they get outside of when you can buy them direct from the Horseman. You buy them from the Horseman's table at $30. So that's a great price. So I bought a few from Ish, that's in there. I got some pops here that are from Galactic Toys, because we got signatures coming up. Then I have prizes. I have a prize from Jermaine and the Bailey family, and I have a prize from Seth. I know only one thing that's in those two boxes. Everything else is a mystery. So what we're gonna do, let me rearrange, and we'll unbox these boxes first, and then we'll look at the stuff that I already have. Have a drink, a nice sit at the table with Dub, and look at some toys. Yeah, rub it. While we're doing this, certainly let me know if you've been watching. I was recently on Mythic Customs YouTube channel on a live stream talking about All-Star 6 for Mythic Legions. Jeremy, who runs that channel, is also the head of like marketing and that type of stuff for the Four Horsemen. So it was an interesting conversation. I really enjoyed being on it. I'm thankful that they had me on it. I did also confirm in that episode that I will be at Legions Con, which is in November in New Jersey, and the family's going with me, and we're going to the full thing, full Mythic weekend, intern for a day, all sorts of great stuff. So we're excited for that. I put up a how to collect Mythic Legions video, so hopefully those of you who are interested in Legions, since the last couple Toylanas and a lot of guys have made content about it, maybe you're interested in it. I think that guide will help you. So, like I said, these are pups, I know, from Galactic Toys, and they're specifically folks that we have coming up to meet, and I try to get them ahead of time. Actually, this one, Grand Zeno, you see Galactic Toys exclusive. All this stuff I'll give you an overview of. We don't have I think it's a lady that voices Zeno. That's not on the calendar, but they had a sale, and I needed a third one. It was like buy two, get one or something like that. So this, I am very excited to meet. Oh, if I can get it out. And that is Whis. Glow-in-the-dark Galactic Toys exclusive. Whis, we're going to see Whis at Ranger Stop Atlanta, which is Father's Day weekend. I'm pretty sure we're going to go to that. I really would like to get that pop signed by Whis. Oh, a nice little Galactic Toys sticker. I'll just put that right on back there somewhere. I keep getting these stickers. Now that I'm doing more customizing, painting and such, I have like toolkits. Maybe I can start putting those in there. And then this one is for the kiddo. For next episode, Midnight from My Hero Academia. Midnight. We will meet her next weekend. So next weekend's episode will be, we're going to Plastic Empire to meet Midnight and Dobby, both from My Hero Academia, not Master has given Dobby a sock, not that Dobby. That will happen next weekend. And plus, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom comes out next weekend, which both myself and Natalie are incredibly excited about, and I've watched endless videos on. I've had that thing pre-ordered, I swear, for 3 years. It's with Best Buy, and it's when Best Buy still had the save 20% on your pre-orders if you had the membership, and the price is $10 cheaper than what they're selling it for. So it's an old pre-order. So hopefully it still gets fulfilled. It still sits there and says it'll be fulfilled next week. Very excited for that. Breath of the Wild, which I've 100%ed. Except for I didn't get all the Korok seeds. I still kind of want to, but it was a pain in the butt. But I did all that. I beat all the DLC except for like the hardest level of the thing where you start with nothing, Trials of the Master Trials or something like that. But I did all the other story DLC, all the other shrines and such. Love that game. It's either my first or second favorite game of all time between that and Link to the Past, depending on my mood. I still love Link to the Past and nostalgia, of course, but I think Breath of the Wild is the best game I've ever played. So very excited for Tears of the Kingdom. That's next week, and Mother's Day. That'll all be next week. Plus, then the following week will be MomoCon. So that's kind of what you got coming. Now, this is from my man Ishwar. If you're in the Cabal, I think his store is Triangle Toys. I think it's what it's called. And these are Legion Builders. I know what they are. When I saw that the Four Horsemen were doing Retailer Appreciation Month and allowing the retailers to sell the figures at a discounted rate, that's when I decided that I would pick up some more Legion Builders. And I wanted to make sure that, get them out, I supported different people. I try to support different retailers frequently. So we've got a, somebody's at the door. Barbarian Legion Builder. Gladiator Legion Builder. And the Skeleton Legion Builder. Let me go check the door. That's not someone peeing. That's Natalie getting water and ice out of the fridge. So it was someone at the door with another package that I'm not going to look at while I'm sitting here because it goes along with some others that I'll show you as soon as I finish this clip. But Legion Builders, these are all $35. Retailer Appreciation Month, all month of May. So wanted to support Ish. I have all these, but I don't have multiples of any of these, and they're great for customizing. So that's why I picked those up. Now then, let's go here. This is from the Baileys, Jermaine and the Bailey family. Certainly, King Maine, the Westchester collector. You'll see him in the comments. Go subscribe to him. They have been very generous to us. They've helped us get Comic-Con exclusives. And sometimes he'll let me pay him, sometimes he won't. And this time he just sent it as a gift. There was Tamashii, Tamashii World Tour, or whatever. Yeah, so the Tamashii Nations World Tour is what has been going on, or just started, and they were in New York, which is where they are, just recently. And there was an exclusive Dragon Ball figure that I don't know that has been announced would be exclusive or would be available anywhere else. So there are prizes in here. So first, this is the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Son Goku, not Super Saiyan God, which is the like tattered clothes. I'll open it up. Like the tattered clothes version that is very popular. Kind of like the first time he goes Super Saiyan. That figure, very popular for a long time, and it's gotten pretty expensive in the aftermarket. This is an update of that figure, and it has an aura effect. It has the older aura effect, but not a new one. But there you go. You can see it. Tamashii World Tour. Exclusive edition. I don't know if they're going to release this on Premium Bandai. It did go up on Big Bad and sold out almost immediately. So I don't know if they are going to continue to put that up on Big Bandai or on Bandai or anywhere else. That may be the only thing. It also could be an exclusive box. In the past when they've done World Tour, the box is exclusive but the figure's different. I don't know. He hooked me up. Wouldn't even let me give him money for it. So thank you, Jermaine. Next time you and your family come out, we'll cook out here on me or go to eat or whatever. He also included some other things for the girls, some prizes. We've got a Sailor Moon figure that I imagine is for Natalie. I think that's awesome. So thank you very much. She'll be happy with that. She went back upstairs, back to work. And then he included a very cool set of dice for the kiddo. That's cool. Those are kind of rainbow, translucent. She will like that very much, D&D dice. And then also it looks like there's the Tamashii Nations bag, the World Tour bag. And a thing I'm actually quite excited for, this figure posing book. That's kind of cool. Which was also at the World Tour. So thank you very much to the Bailey family. They're always so generous. They always send stuff for the girls as well. They've sent stuff for Steve to eat. That's where the pickles, cotton candy came from, if you remember that. That was from the Baileys. They send stuff for Rufus. They're very generous. And we'd love to have you guys down soon. Hopefully you can come this summer. So that's Dragon Ball. Now this package is from Mr. Seth. Seth Bayer. No, not What's Poppin', Seth Bayer. Make sure you check out his new channel. If he leaves a comment below, if you haven't subscribed to him, go subscribe. He's kind of changed his format up from what used to just be NECA Funko section, and there's still some NECA Funko section, but he's doing more vlogs, included the family. Got a great episode where they went to AEW recently, like an hour-long vlog. It was very enjoyable to watch and get to see the family, and his son, his younger son, got some get like a fist bump and a handshake from his favorite wrestler, and he gave him one of his items, a skateboard, which is super cool. But Seth just sent a prize, said, hey, I'm sending you a prize. I have no idea what it is or what it is for, but I am excited to see what is in it. I'm going to show you guys first. What's this bubble wrap? Can't tell what it is. Oh, dude, you didn't need to do that. There's a note. Hope this makes you feel happy in the pants. Seth, a.k.a. the artist formerly known as What's Pop. Well, it does make me feel happy in the pants. This is Hagnon, the original release of Hagnon, kind of the translucent glow skeleton, one of the very few skeletons that I actually don't have. He saw it, and he actually said how much it was, and I said, no, I'm not willing to spend that. And he got it anyway. So, Seth, that's very generous. Thank you, buddy. And it does make me happy in the pants, and it can check another skeleton off the list. Maybe by the end of All-Stars, I'll be down to just one skeleton that I don't have. So, that's awesome. That's awesome, buddy. Both of you, both Jermaine and Seth, thank you so much for thinking of me, sending stuff my way, and with the family and everything else. We appreciate your friendship and your generosity. So that's awesome. Now let's look at the other stack of stuff I've got. I've just got stuff everywhere. I got stuff everywhere. Okay, now continuing. These are things that already arrived in the mail, or I already had in my back catalog. I actually have quite a few Mythic Legions that I've not opened. Some of these are, and some of these have arrived from trades and whatnot. This premium Bandai exclusive pre-order, second form Frieza, which actually works well with that Goku I just got. Huge, big old boy, second form Frieza. We will definitely open him up in the video. I'm not going to open this stuff on camera because this part has been long enough, but I will show you once I get them open and like the different things they come with. Very excited for that premium Bandai exclusive. They're getting pretty expensive with their exclusives, but nice to have that. And then over here, I do have, these came from Empire Toy Shop. Again, I'm trying to support some of the smaller folks that have toy line or toy shops. I used to do that all the time. When my buddy Adonis had Fresh Figures to store at the swap meet, and he would take pre-orders and stuff, I just did everything through him. And then he doesn't do that really anymore. And some of the other people that I actually knew personally don't do it anymore, or had trouble, ran into some trouble with fulfilling orders or pre-orders and whatever. And it's not an easy space to be in. And so I shifted a lot of my business to Big Bad Toy Store just because it was pretty simple, straightforward interface, no risk, no down payment, no anything. But now we're kind of on the other side of COVID and some of the things that disrupted folks. I'm trying to support some of these smaller independent, not that Big Bad Toy Store is not independent, but it's not small folks. So I'm trying to, people that are just trying to do it extra, try to support the hobby. I'm trying to support them when I can, like Ish, Empire Toy Shop. I have one coming from like Mazzupply Toys, which I've never heard of. I had never downloaded the Shop app, which the Shop app seems to be an app made by Shopify where you can search almost anybody that has a Shopify store, and you get rewards points in cash. So like I downloaded that app, and it's like you have $22 in shop cash. I never used that app before, but I used Shopify because a lot of these sites you use Shopify for, and I developed all these rewards. And so I was able to buy stuff there. And you can search across multiple stores. So look at the Shop app. It also tracks all your orders for you. It tells you when to expect them. Probably most of you are going, yeah, man, that's been there a long time, but I never used it. So it was interesting. Anyway, Empire Toy Shop, I canceled my order, Big Bad, order these from them. It's the most recent G.I. Joe classified, so the Crimson Bat, number 60. The Cover Girl, what number is Cover Girl? 59. Now we have 0 through 60 finally filled out. And then we jumped to 64, I think. The Marauders Barbecue, Mad Marauders instead of Slaughter's Marauders Barbecue, 58. And then Falcon number 64. Now, these have had a lot of QC. When I get them open, we'll see if I have QC. That Falcon head sculpt's not good. I've heard this is a disappointing wave. And we've talked about that. G.I. Joe Classified was my toy line of the year last year, but it feels like maybe they're not doing as much as they have in the past. And then finally, I got a bunch of Mythic Legions I need to get opened up, put on display now that the display is updated. I've got a Cavern Dwarf Legion Builder, kind of a bronzish armor, kind of old. Elf Legion Builder. Again, we'll open them and I'll show you what all they come with. There's a Vampire Legion Builder. I think that's a female, right? I think she's a female. Yeah. Vampire Legion Builder. A Black Knight Legion Builder. Now, a lot of these Legion Builders have been available, just like right now, the ones I just got from Ish, those are Legion Builders as well. So if these were currently available, they'd be in that $34.99 sale. These Legion Builders haven't been re-released, but I think this summer we will see another wave of Legion Builders, and you'll see them at a good price. And then the female Orc Legion Builder. So those are all builders. And then over here, more named characters. I've got Juno the Crusher. Should I do some crushing? Big pun style. Gwendolyn Heavens brand. Not a player, it's Crusher Lot. We've got Freya of Deadhall. See, a lot of these I just didn't have a place for, especially these female warriors, but now I do. Carpathius, that's a recent pickup. He is up in the All-Star voting, and as is this guy, Sir Ignatius, with his beautiful pearlescent paint. So that's a lot of toys. We've started this episode off with a lot of toys. Over the next few hours, I'm going to work on opening these up. I will give you a once-over, and I do have one more box to open. I'm going to show you what was in that box, because that's nothing I'm going to open right now, but it is something that you'll be interested in. So I'll lay this all out, give you a once-over, and, hot pants it. You know what I mean. All right, let's go over all this. I'm just going to go give you a little bit of a close-up in their box, but I should open, most of these will open at some point in this video, but I do need to get back to work. Lunch break is over. I won't open him or him or him because those I got just for parts. Happy in the Pants. You see that stuff. Pops are cool. And then a Duke Igthorn. And if I said Mighty Mouse, I meant Danger Mouse. Baron von Greenback. But then this is the other box that came in. My Ami Order of Mafex. We got Mafex Storm, X-Force Wolverine, X-Force Deadpool. And as you guys that have been following know, I get these for pictures, even though I haven't done much with them. I get them from Ami. And right now with the exchange rate, if you're in America, it's pretty good. Because you're getting these for like $60 as opposed to like $110, $120 on Big Bad. Even less than that in some cases. And that's Storm. So happy with those that they came in. Those we will certainly not open in this episode. But I need to get some things done. I need to get back to work and such. But we will check out a lot of these toys as the episode progresses. Again, thank you to Jermaine the Baileys. Thank you to Seth. Very generous. Thank you to Dan for the artwork. And things are good. Toy in it. Thought I'd show you this. This is kind of my work kind of cube area at home. So I've got all the House Stark Halls of Armor with the Game of Thrones Starks there. Those are all in this Patreon commission from Dan. And then you see like my kind of 80s cartoon villains with Centurions and Masked Turtles, He-Man, G.I. Joe, Transformers, GoBots, Rock Lords. So those two will go there. I do have Monkey incoming for Thundercats to go by Mumra. That's coming. So I like to just kind of look out. Helps me feel nostalgic for when I was a kid when, I'm working. So thought I'd show you that. Appreciate Dan at Beardo Comics. Join his Patreon. Get art every month.
Hey, Rufus. You got summertime cut? Yeah? Got your summertime cut? Got your summertime cut? Got your summertime cut? Yeah. It gets hot out there, huh, buddy?
Yeah.
There you go. Just a good buddy. We got Pop Box for you, too. We got Pop Box.
What are you hiding this for?
Ooh, Pop Box.
Who's this for?
Do you think it's for you, Rufus?
I think you know.
We're gonna see.
Are you excited?
Ooh.
Yeah.
He's
What
excited.
do we have in here? We have a smart pet tag. He's
I
very
want
excited
that.
about the smart pet tag.
Hmm.
Chicken and
Well, it's got an
colada.
app, actually.
Jerky dog treats.
Oh, maybe you do like jerky
Chicken
treats.
and colada. You
Yeah.
want to try one now? Or do we want to finish? Let's finish going.
Yeah, let's see what else is in there first.
Oh,
Who's gonna like that?
pineapple.
Zippy Paws, your favorite brand. Is that a leash? Oh, it's a leaf?
On teeth and tummy, extremely durable. Sweet
Please
potato
give it to me.
flavor.
Please give it to me.
That's
Please.
very hard.
Please give
Look
it to
how
me.
hard that is.
Oh, wow. Please give it to me.
And then this is gonna go to your cousin
That's
Rose.
Rosie. You don't like that peanut
Banana
butter. but
jam,
Rosie
peanut
will.
butter. Yep.
Here, cut some, give me a jerky and cut some of them tags. There's the scissors right behind you, Mommy.
Okay.
Look at that tail wagging.
Let's see if you like the jerky.
Immediate no. I
Immediately.
guess I'll go to Miss Rosie tomorrow. No, leave your action alone. Hey.
You want the pineapple?
Mommy's gonna give you the pineapple.
Here, I'm gonna get you the
Oh
pineapple.
no,
right
no
now.
Mythic Legions. You don't need the
Right
Mythic
now.
Legions.
Oh, I gotta get the other little
Oh.
bag.
We only get the pup box every 2 weeks, 2 months now, because we just have too much stuff.
Ready?
He's gonna like that.
There you
It's
go.
the same as the spaceman.
There's the pineapple.
There you go. Enjoy that, buddy. Yeah? That's what you got going on, Rufus? Huh? What you doing? Huh? Here you come. Okay. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Yeah? All right. Huh. What are you doing? Rufus, that's not a real cat. That's not for you. Leave it alone. That's not for you. No. What? Silly boy. What's the next day? And we have this. Yeah? Oh. There you go. Let's go open some toys, Rufus. Hey, Seth. Seth's actually on his video. Hey, Rufus. Unboxing when he went to get Legions, the one he just sent me. I just want to show you the inner part. So the World Tour exclusive, I think, will be the outer sleeve. If they release it standard, it'll be like this. But I did want to show you that. You don't need that knife, sir. Before I go into detail, I'll show you both of these are the new Figure Art style boxes where it doesn't come with an instruction paper and it has the instructions on an inner flap. So if you haven't bought a Figure Arts in a while, you may not realize, like that shows you got to change the top of the head out with the red mark to put on the more expressive faces. So you may wonder where your instructions are, but they're on the side of the box. Oh! So let's go into detail. First, the second form, Frieza. He comes with a 4-star Namekian Dragon Ball, kind of the newer, more dark on the inside. He's got his tail, which is pretty long. Of all those pieces. Oh no, that's his, when his tail gets chopped off. And then that's his regular tail. Then he has 4 total expressions. These that are with the open mouth, you use this alternate headpiece for. I guess because it allows for the eyes to be more exposed, and that one would probably cover him up. Extra set of feet, extra set of hands. So he doesn't come with an effect part, but he's big. But I do wish he came with an effect part. Now he looks just really, really, really nice. They've just really done a lot of good work on the Dragon Ball. I mean, this is an expensive figure. It's premium Bandai, you know. I don't know. I can't complain. I think it looks great. I just wish it had an effect of some sort. Figure out how to pose him. I use the figure posing book when we get there. Now, this Goku, a new release. I think this aura maybe is identical to the old aura. They have a new style aura that they use in the Super Saiyan 2 Goku. I wish it was that. It's this old one. I don't know if the color is different. He has 2 alternate face plates. You can see they have battle damage like on the cheeks. I do not think they used to have that. A bunch of hands. A little bit of update on the paint work, the bruising and the battering, and the hair is certainly different, a different yellow. When I set him up, I'll show you the differences between him and the other one. So let me figure out how I'm gonna pose these guys. There's Frieza, got the cut off tail, and then there's Goku. Nothing fancy. Let's put him in the detolf. All right, second form Frieza, right there with that Frieza Force. It doesn't necessarily go with that, but that's where I have space. Then down here you get the Ginyu Force. I tucked him back there behind the Ginyu Force. So that aura and that aura, I guess they may be a little different. Hard to tell with the light hitting them differently, but that's the original version of this figure. This one has more scars. You can see the different hair. I tell you what, people probably like the shading on that one more. But there you go. So I moved him. That Frieza on the rock was up there. I moved him down to make room and got him in there. On to Joe's. I wonder if they're moving away from plastic free. Hasbro said they were. Man, she doesn't come with quite as much. Which one? I mean, I love the bat, so I'm kind of excited for Crimson Bat. Falcon, everybody says the head sculpt's awful. So a lot of QC with these. Hopefully we get a good draw. All right, for anybody who hasn't ever opened a G.I. Joe Classified and you're interested in how Hasbro does this, the figure comes in this little cardboard with these cardboard ties, and then beside it is this like ammo box, footlocker thing, and the accessories are in plastic paper on the inside of that. I think it's better than the way they do Marvel Legends. Keeps you from really having stuff flop around. So that's how that works. Cover Girl. So the QC issue is on that arm. You can even just see it. It separates when you pose it, but mine is not falling off. People's were falling off, so I think I'm all right. But you can see that gap. Head sculpt on her, actually pretty nice. I mean, I think that figure looks good. It doesn't come with as much as I'm used to with Joe's. Pistol, wrench, like a phone, tablet, and a rifle. Marauders, barbecue, just a reissue of the Target barbecue in different colors. This has paint on it, though. It did not have paint on it before. I think everything else is the same that came on it originally. The Crimson Bat, I like these colors. My legs didn't fall off like Doodog's, but his head is loose. But, I mean, it's not like gonna fall off. He's a little wiggly at the waist, but, you know, it's not great, but it's not ruining it. He comes with less than the original Bat, but still has like the battle damage head and chest and such. And then here's Falcon. And yes, that head sculpt is, it's not great. Probably look better with the beret on. I don't see any QC on him. Backpack, beret, and big rifle. It's blurry, it's blurry. Let me get them posed up. Oh, and you can use these. See, they're numbered. They have their name on them to store your weapons in. I put them in little Ziploc bags and put them in there. So a big advantage of Joe's is they actually have weapon storage space. So the only one I even had extra parts for was the bat. So her pistol can go in there. She can hold that gun. Her wrench and her tablet can go there. Barbecue, I probably have him posed almost identical to the other one because his gun can go in the holster and the cube. I will notice the pegs don't go. I think these molds are just, they've been through a lot. I got that axe in there. I got him holding this big axe. That small axe could go there too. But the backpacks just don't peg in the way they used to. They feel like there's a lot of stress on the peg. I think these molds, especially these torso molds, have just been used a lot. I'm leaving him without chest piece because I think it looks good. They've painted some more detail in there. Got him with the hook. So his extra head and his 2 chest pieces and his extra hand are in the case. And then Falcon got his rifle. He certainly does look better with the beret on. They should just mold it with beret on, but I understand why they didn't. You can't see it, but those pegs to the torsos are struggling. And the knife plugs in there, so, you know. I don't seem to have any major issue, any issue that concerns me. This is certainly not my favorite wave of Joe's, but
Cover Girl's a new character. Falcon is a new character. And then 2 repaints. Falcon, who we probably all hated in G.I. Joe the movie. But glad to have him, especially with Serpentor. Show you the G.I. Joe running pretty low on space. So they're just kind of stuck in the front. I do have Falcon over here with Sarge. And the Crimson Guard and Crimson Bat together. But I'm just going to take another look at this shelf too. Condense it way down. Especially with Super 7 Joes, I like those. And now Mezco Destro is imminent. And it looks great from D Amazing's review. So I'm about to figure out what to do about Classified. I still love them. Still one of my favorite toy lines. Lots of fun to play with. But I'm not sure how many of these I can leave up on display. I'm just out of room. Elf Catastrophe. Elf Catastrophe. Well, I got to fix that. I don't think I'm going to open any Legions right now, but I got everything except for the Legions open, so we'll figure out what's next. What a feeling, voting for Galeron. I can't have them all, but I can have Galeron. Take some action and make it happen. Cabal, come alive, you can vote for Galeron. Do you want to get in on that?
Oh no. How, Rose, are you bigger? She's a mini. All right.
You don't remember when you used to do that with your cousin?
No, I don't believe I did quite that.
Oh.
Oh, Rufus did want to say hi.
Are you gonna get a one of those walking treadmills under your desk and you just foot?
No, but one of my coworkers had one of the little pedal things today.
Oh, what are you doing over there, Natalie?
I am making nacho stuff.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yes.
What do you think about that, Rose?
She likes all the food, so she would say yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Almost came for the package.
Non-puppy pants, I will not be happy.
Hole in the pants? In the panties?
Pants.
Oh.
There's beans. Are you into that?
Yeah,
Yeah? There's cheese dip.
smells very good.
There's hamburgers. And cheeses and nachos. And Cinco de Mayo. What do you think about that, Rose? Yeah? Rufus does that too. Victoria, have you been doing trailers? You getting free Amazon gift cards?
Yeah.
Or are you getting movie tickets?
I got a movie ticket. I only have one so far.
Natalie changed it to Amazon gift cards.
I
Just like sit there and
May do
Amazon's it
that.
up.
I thought about that too. Sometimes by the time I look at it, though, it's like it's too late.
Oh, you have to do it within the first hour usually.
Yeah.
Oh, squeaking it! Squeaking it!
It's the next morning. Rufus is in my lap and we're watching the coronation, Rufus. The first one in 70 years. Right? Something like that. It's interesting to watch. What do you think, buddy? You look a little sleepy. Yeah.
How many Marvel Legends do you think they had to trade to get that coach?
I see people doing burpees. It's later. It is. I'm gonna get copyrighted. Hold on.
To donate, we're gonna do a raffle. Everyone that participates.
All right. Must be something in the park. It's free comic book day. Kaya's still not feeling great. She might make it to her thing tonight, and Tiffany actually has schoolwork, so she couldn't go. So we're not going to Plastic Empire for the Naruto signing, but it is free comic book day. So I left the girls with the pups, and I want to come up here. I've got like 4 comic book stores within 30 minutes of me, all in different directions. Coming over here to Inner Nerd, which is the one I think we went to last year, because they have a better selection of figures, and they haven't, some of the other ones have raised their prices pretty considerably, which I understand, but I mean, I need to spend it. But really, I think there's some manga in free comic book day, so pick up some free stuff for Kaya, see what they have, take you on a little side adventure. So that park over there you see the sign for Inner Nerd. It looks like there's some food out there. It's a really good steakhouse right there. And then the market. All sorts of stuff here. But we're going over there to the top of that brick building.
Alright, we're on the other side of the building. And we're going up there to the 3rd floor. I've been here at least twice, I think. Right? I think at least twice. There's also a game store here, I'm remembering. They'll have some paint I could look at. That's good. If it's the same as it was. Yeah, they got all the books out here. That's cool. I think there are some manga, which I would like to get for Kaya. Let's see, what's that? Oh, Capcom Street Fighter. Let's see. Girl thinking over. It's all DC. Maybe. Let's see. Turtles.
Oh, did you get Sweet Valley Twins for Ruby?
Got her a sack. We have free pizza over there. That's a record store. And here, some arcade one-ups. Maybe there's some more. No, these are just loose books, games, pops. Those are dig bins, what those are. If you want to dig, I'm not in a digging mood today. But they are there. I'll go with that kind of image first. Oh, hey, and there's paint. Flesh Terrors Red. Fire Slayer Fresh. Actually, I don't have that blue shield. I'm in the main place, so that's a new Lego set, right? It's the main room. You can come in from there.
Don't bring us anything?
Over there. Statues, actually. Pretty cool. I think those are new. Moon Knight. That's a $50 diamond. That looks pretty good. We have the Toy Collector magazine, which I've actually never looked into. But I know a lot of people enjoy that. Look at that. Mail away Santa figure. That's pretty cool. Some slabs. Haven't been doing much with the slabs recently. Oh, Boys #1. Oh, second. Venom. Lots of pops, but let's see if we can get back there. It's pretty busy in here. See if we can get back down to the figures. That may be the extent of their manga section. Just that. That's all I see. And they only had one of the free comic book day manga, but those may be gone. I got here a couple hours after they opened. Look at this huge Iron Throne. Have I seen that before? Beast Kingdom making that. Does it tell me how tall? They're pretty big. I don't know. Got the new Guardians Legends. They used to have Super 7 stuff here, but maybe not. Rocketeer. That Witch King, that's Weta. It's pretty nice. You got Iron Studio over there. Optimus. Got the new Spider-Verse. Down there too, looks like they got plenty of the Guardians and Spider-Verse figures, so good place to get them if you're missing them. Looks like that's the only one left. That's the new something. Is it the Ant-Man wave? Toad. Scarlet Witch, she looks pretty good. Big Sentinel. Alright. I came out the other side of the stairs. I've never came out this way. I guess I didn't have to walk the way I walked. Look at that old safe. What does that say? This is a safe utilized by the original Brazelton Brothers store. Huh. That's cool. There's a bakery right there I may go check out, but there was a bar on the 2nd floor, right below the Inner Nerd. There's a record store. They had a movie set up. They were showing Dungeons and Dragons. They had popcorn. Popcorn you could get, pizza for free. Nice little community event for free, entirely for free. I didn't buy anything, but I got Kaya some comics. I'm just realizing that this is a whole little museum to Brazelton. We don't live in Brazelton, but it's not far for us to get there. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, depending. It's all kind of memorabilia. It's pretty cool. I picked the girls up some baked goods. I got a scone and a croissant and a cookie. So I came out that door that time. I I went in way down there, walked through, and then outside over and up, but that entrance gets you right there. It's a beautiful day. Free Comic Book Day is always nice because it does a lot for the community. So all these places are open, doors open, a lot of business. So I like to support Free Comic Day. All right, back in the car. I was gonna swing by and get some barbecue for the girls. Sounds like they went to Raising Cane's, which we've had a bunch of Raising Cane's open in our general Atlanta area, North Atlanta. I still may go get some chicken because I'm gonna drive right past a barbecue place that Victoria really likes, and they're always sold out chicken, but it's early in the day, so maybe when I get the hiccups, I apologize. I got a scone, pistachio scone, a peanut butter cookie, and chocolate croissant. I think all three of the girls will like all three of those, so that way they can pick Victoria, Kai, and Natalie. Only thing I was disappointed in is I thought at least that there was a Chainsaw Man Free Comic Book Day and a My Hero and maybe Jujutsu Kaisen manga. They didn't have them there. Now, those are probably printed in way less quantity than like Avengers, Spider-Man, Free Comic Book Day stuff, Batman. Or they just may not carry them. But there was one Viz that I picked up, which was a manga produced by Viz. So I'm wondering if maybe they already got rid of them, or not got rid of them, people already got them, or did they just not get them? I don't know. So let me know if you went to Free Comic Book Day. Did you see My Hero Academia or Chainsaw Man or Jujutsu Kaisen? If you would even know what that is to look for. I don't think I have time to go to any others. And I'm sure they're available freely online too. If you don't have a comic book store near you, I'd imagine they put PDFs or whatever. And it's nothing earth shattering, but I would have liked to pick it up for Kaya. And if they'd had manga, I would have probably bought a manga just to support them on that day. I try to support the shops that are opening and doing Free Comic Book Day. If I had went to Lawrenceville, which is a much further drive for me, Galactic Quest in Lawrenceville does, like, with all the shops on there, like the square, like a whole block does stuff, which I've actually never been to Free Comic Book Day there because it's so far away, but it would have been interesting. Anyway, I would be curious, did you see any manga if you went to your Free Comic Book Day? Huh? Just like that. Back with the dogs. Dogs on parade. Oh. All right. Couple arrivals. This is the company Mazaply Toys. I never ordered from them before. They had these on sale, free shipping. So I ordered extra Goblin Legion builder. They came off of eBay. It's a original Templar, and it has a Max Bird soft goods cape. It's muddied up. It also has the Scott Steiner chainmail. If you had a human head, you could put that on, which I probably do. So that was a good purchase off of eBay. Apologies, this is chain there. This is soft goods too here on the front. That's the normal one. So very cool. Then I was able to hit on these for Kaya. These are the new Air Jordan 1 Chicago Spider-Man that Miles should be wearing in the newest Into the Spider-Verse movie. So I got those. I tried to hit them for all three of us, but I got them, the only ones I got for her, which is who I'd prefer. I got them on a shop drop. These actually don't drop for another month. So she'll be able to flex on them at school. And she's excited about those. I know she likes the whatever design you'd call that. I know she likes it. So those are for the kiddo. Still haven't got to those, but we're going to get to those. It's the next day, and pile of loot arrived. Oh, that's not for this video, though. And you got more of this, which between this and Kaya being sick is the reason you just basically have nothing else except me in this episode. You really can't do anything at all when this is happening.
It's true.
No, don't hit me in my package. I still haven't got to those, but I will before this video ends. Once Victoria and Rose go home, we'll do it, huh, Rufus? No pile of loot today. Just like her tail says, no. Oh, we're getting ready to go see Guardians 3. Hoop and Cough Kaya will be in a mask. And hopefully it's good. There's a warning that if you love animals, you're going to cry. So I don't know how Natalie's going to. She's going to struggle probably. Guess we'll find out by the time you're watching this. It's been out for a few weeks, so whatever's happened, people probably already know. But that's what we're about to do. Getting a mini lunch.
I like a quick trip hot dog.
Getting a hot dog. Did you say your hair smells like kibble?
Yeah.
Is that from the hot dog?
It's from. I had kibble, and then I ran my fingers through my hair, and I was like, oh.
Just getting a minor 50 cent per item of chili and cheese.
Hot dogs are not 50 cents.
No, $1.75. But we're getting a snack. Liquid Death Severed Lime Water. Do you think Groot's gonna die?
Man.
Yeah, really hope not.
Well, she just ate sausage pizza in celebration of that fact. And then pulled up her mask. Nothing creepy about that. Theater's right over there. We're in the movie. That's the popcorn tin, the rocket tin. I don't think we need that one. It sells like $50, so we're gonna pass. Movie time. Here's the big display. Maybe we'll get a picture of that later. You like popcorn?
And now,
I like icy too.
won't break your family. Peace.
Hey now! How was the movie, Victoria? Will you turn that music down so I don't get copyrighted?
Down.
How's the music? Or how was the movie?
I thought it was good.
Did you weep?
So the suggestion going in that, there's a chance that some people cried 7 times. I think that was a low number. Or I either cried more than 7 times or I just cried once for 2.5 hours.
Did you weep,
on how you
Natalie?
I wept very much.
You wept?
I did.
Yeah, you did weep quite a bit. Did you weep, Kaya? Yeah? I would say it's fair that IGN put out the warning of the animal violence,
Yes.
but it is that statement sounds worse than it is.
Yes.
It's not like
Yeah.
I mean, I guess for people who haven't seen it because of that, it's not like
It's
baby
emotionally-
squirrels are being kicked or something
Right,
like that.
Right. It's emotionally heartfelt. It's not so much
It plays a lot on the
visually.
imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't realize what happened, like how Rocket Raccoon wasn't a raccoon and became who that is anymore, if you had not like pieced that together or didn't know it from the comics and then seeing it, you're like, oh, this is real bad. Like even the fact that Rocket exists is pretty problematic.
Which I had not.
Yeah,
certainly
you
never
just think
thought
he's a
about it.
cute little Rocket Raccoon. So it's, this is really a Rocket origin story, I would say. But I don't think, like, this is not the same thing as, like, PETA giving a warning
No.
that, you're going to see, like, true animal cruelty. It was fictional.
There's also a lot
Make
of where
believe.
they infer or say what happened, and then your brain pieces it together for you.
Yeah, I mean, the things that are animal cruelty in this movie are not things that could exist in our world. Not a single one of them is a thing that could actually happen in the real world.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought was unusual. When I saw that, I'm like, oh, maybe they're just legitimately going to kill. You're going to see animals dying in experiments, just death, not, whatever CGI type of thing. So I think that was good. It's by far, in my opinion, the best Marvel movie since Avengers Endgame.
It was very, very good.
The only one that could even be close to it is Spider-Man. And like I said multiple times, I have tried to watch that Spider-Man movie again. It does not hold up. Once Tobey Maguire is going to show up. Matt Murdock is going to show up. You're like, oh. Well, there's really not much to this movie except, ooh, is that going to be Andrew Garfield? Let's see. I think this is probably the best story. I would say anyone that is fearful of what is to come with DC, their fears should be at ease when you see what James Gunn is capable of doing and finishing his story with the Guardians.
I mean, just amazing. It was really, really good. It was funny. It was very emotional. Good story. I mean, I really, really enjoyed it.
And it is an ending. It's definitely an ending to a trilogy. So I think they ended it well. But it is very emotional. I mean, there's a number of times that you could tear up. And everybody kind of gets a good moment. But it doesn't... The difference in James Gunn and a lot of writers, it doesn't artificially force things just to make you feel good. Like, it's not you know, the ending is not necessarily what people would say their preferred situation is, which I think makes it a better movie. So it was good. It's time to open Mythic Legions. What do you think, Victoria? You gotta get your puppies and go home.
Yeah.
No, a puppy, not both.
I'm not taking both.
Are you ready to give your puppy a hug after that movie?
I am.
Yes.
The puppy is so good in the movie.
Oh, Cosmo.
And did y'all notice just the tail wag?
Yeah,
Yes.
at the end. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Cosmo the Cosmonaut dog. That's interesting they got it in. And I don't think, I mean, there's certainly times that were CG, but I think they had a real dog for a good chunk of that.
I did too.
That was good. That was good. It was good to see Cosmo. What other? There was a little tiny bit of Howard the Duck. A lot of Kraglin. That was good. Hot chicken. As promised, we're getting some open. I opened up the 4 builders first, and I've decided I'm going to start just clipping that off because I throw away my Legions packaging except for a very rare occasion. But I think I'll start keeping these. I wish I'd have been keeping them before I threw things away, but that's okay. I may not keep them for me, but I know some people collect those, so rather than just trash them, I'll just hold on to them. So the Vampire Legion Builder, she's really nice. I did want to show you, so people get confused when people say Mythic Legions 1.0 or 2.0. There are version 2 of certain characters, just a handful, like Gorgo Aetherblade, Attila, and a few others. Baron Voligar, I think, get a 2.0. That means a full new figure that's different. But when people talk about Mythic Legions 1.0 and 2.0, they're talking about the bodies. So 1.0 style bodies, if you see here, they're usually bigger, they're thicker, bulkier, not necessarily taller, because a dwarf is a 1.0 style body. But a good way you can tell is, does it have this torso cut in the abs? See how they have torso articulation, all 3 of these? And they're all more slender, not as bulky. That's 2.0. It means they came out in the 2.0 wave of Mythic Legions versus the 1.0. And now those are kind of their 2 different styles of bodies. Now they can make different figures because they do have some shorter legs, shorter forearms and such. They can make goblins, dwarfs, and whatever. But 2.0 is more slender, a little bit harder to stand, a lot of people think, because the feet aren't as good. But they have a bit more articulation. 1.0 don't have any like chest level articulation. So that may help some folks that get confused. But let's look. Vampire Legion Builder. She's really nice. I like the black on her. See how it's shiny. I like that head sculpt. And then it has a second head sculpt where it's fully masked, which I think that looks good. And then a variety of weapons and this big plume that can go in her helmet. Now, remember, Legion Builders are a lot less paint applications. When I get some of the name characters, I'll show you the difference. So, I mean, that still looks great. These are some of the older Legion Builders. These have not been re-released yet in a Legion Builder wave. So I'm curious, because I think these are actually much nicer than the recent Legion Builders that came out. I'll be curious to see if they come. Now, here's the Orc Legion Builder. I don't think she has an extra head, but there's her face sculpt. She's got a lot of armor. She comes with the axe. This is his, actually. I'm going to move him over. And you see her weapons are like dingy. They have like rust on them, which I like. And she also has like a big like hair plumage. And she comes with that pauldron. The Elf Legion Builder comes with the most. So it has this head on him. It has this alternate head as well. And then I think these are called the Whisperers, the green skin ones. And that's a helmeted head, pauldrons, bow, arrow, sword, dagger, wing adapters. These, if you're new to Mythic Legions, these are wing adapters. These are wing adapters. So you can plug them into that slot on the back of a figure, and then you can add wings or horns or all kind of stuff to the back. So they used to always come with the different types of wing adapters and shield adapters. They don't come with them as much anymore because a lot of Mythic Legions collectors have just endless amounts of those. But that's what they're for. And then this is the Cavern Dwarf. I like him a lot. I like his bronzish color. But you see, it's all one color, not like different details. He has this really cool shield, the Dwarven shield. A couple nice axes. These things look like they'd be great painted up. And then he does have an alternate portrait as well. and pauldrons and horns and all sorts of stuff. So those are the builders that we had to open from these, and I'm very happy with them. Got 3 more open. I got 3 females open, and that should give you a good comparison point for builders versus named figures. First of all, you see like on their bios, it just says Vampire Legion builder, but this actually has like her story. Gwendolyn Heavensbrand is one of the more main characters. But you just look at, so they have almost identical armor, right? In fact, they may be completely identical from the neck down. But you see all the paint applications that comes on a named character, and it makes them look completely different, even though that's basically the same body. But that's just painted all black. Now that's going to be different, obviously, because it doesn't have the sculpting. It has the more bare skin. Different there because that's a male, but you see there's a lot of shared parts, but the paint work is significant on the named characters versus just solid color, what a lot of the builders are. And then even on the accessories, on the pauldrons, you see it has it. If we look at like her hammer, all the little things are painted, the little diamonds, jewels, whatever, versus his where they're not. That's a difference. Now, in today's pricing, these figures are like $25, $27, and these are like $38. So like $10, $11 if you buy them directly from the Horseman. So right here, this figure was probably 20 bucks when it came out, or 25 bucks today. That's a lot for 25 bucks. And then you go up $10 or so if you order from the Horseman directly, you get a lot more. So let's go. So she's incredible. Here's her unhelmeted head sculpt, which looks great. She's got this huge sword, the shield with the crest of Aetheron, another big plumage, the pads for her shoulders, Juno the Crusher, another beautiful head sculpt on her. A lot of detailed paintwork. She's got her huge hammer, and then that axe. And then Freya of Deadhall. She has quite a extensive bio as well. And you see like her shield is painted, her pauldrons have paint, and then she has a soft goods, both a cape and then like a fur piece. I'm not going to take those out today because I haven't decided how I'm going to display her, but she comes with a lot. Let's get to the last 3. Now to wrap it up, we have Hagnon, and I don't remember what color he glows in the dark, but he has a cool bio. He's like a slave to the skeletons. He was a knight. You can see his knight helmet there. There is a updated, maybe he's blue and there's a green one coming, but you can get a Hagnon in a retailer exclusive release. So he has all the glow in the dark pieces. He has a ball and chain because he's like a slave. Handcuffs, you see that. She is painted differently from that one. Even though they're identical part, look a lot different. Then these two I'm keeping their boxes for now because there's some of the more rare ones. They're both up in the alumni of the All-Stars voting. This is Carpathius. He's a rare 1.0 body vampire. Usually the vampires are more slender, like that one, or a lot of them are. But he's a 1.0. I love the purples and blacks. Hagnon also had this other, just a regular skeleton head versus like the undead head. He doesn't have any extra head. Actually, these two, because they're from the very first wave, have less than a lot of things. He has a couple pauldrons, some weapons, and then this is Sir Ignatius. He's one of the main characters too, or a main one. He's got a shield, a sword, and a spear. That's it. But then he has this beautiful pearlescent white paint job that just looks so nice. It's really hard to even catch it in camera. I think he's going to win the All-Stars alumni voting because a lot of people really want him, and he's pretty expensive on the aftermarket. He's beautiful. He's beautiful. So we got these opened up. I'm not going to figure out how I want to display them tonight. Probably do that through the week and get them in the display. But I wanted you to see them so you could see all the stuff they come with and whatever, and have some more toys. And Rufus is a little tired, worn out, probably a little sad because his cousin's not here anymore. That's okay, buddy. I'll play with you. But that'll wrap up this episode of Life of the Dubs. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope that you had fun. I know it was scattered. I know it was primarily me, even though I saw Victoria quite a bit. I saw, obviously, Natalie and Kaya quite a bit. Saw Kim and Mike for a while. Very few clips of any of them. With Kaya being sick and the dogs and everything, it's hard to film. And it's just been a kind of a weird weekend. But hopefully you enjoyed. You got to see a lot of toys.
And we did free comic book day. That's basically it, right? Toys, free comic book day, and a little bit of other things here and there, and a fair amount of puppies. That's what happened. Hope you enjoyed. Next week, we should be going back to Plastic Empire for 2 signing. Dobby from My Hero Academia and Midnight from My Hero Academia. And then the week after that should be MomoCon. So should be some more out and about content. Next week we may also... You know what? I don't know. I've got this big pile of loot to open. That will probably be in a Wednesday video. So hopefully you've seen that, or you will see that soon. And hopefully I don't get in punishment. That was a punishment break. We will talk to you next week on Life of the Dubs. Until then, squeeze it.